Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Assuming there's anyone watching, and hopefully you can hear me. Let me, yeah, the good news is you can hear me. It's almost my big worry of doing a stream and the sound not working or some other calamity whilst you play. I'm just tweaking a new camera setup here, and unfortunately I've got an LED light that normally lights the playfield up, and it's on. I don't know what's happened to it, but it ain't working, so it's a bit dimmer than normal. I've turned on my other pinball machines to generate a bit of light. Hopefully that looks okay. If you're online, say hello. Have a look at the viewer list. Hey, SM Radius, is that right? Say hello, mate, if you're there. Going to play a bit of Walking Dead. We've got the machine kind of figured tournament mode, so extra balls off, a couple other things that it does when you're in tournament mode. As I understand the reason is this is because I'm going to Pinball on Thursday. Well, I'm flying out Wednesday. And hi mate, nice to have you here. Hopefully you can see and hear everything. If you give me a thumbs up on that, I'd really appreciate it. As I say, I've got a new setup too, with new, slightly better cameras than the USB ones that are normally there. Anyway, I'm going to Pinburg, and so I thought there was a kind of a thread on one of the forums about, you know, I scored a decent score here at home. It was better than kind of a competition, but then someone made the smart reminding me that probably my game isn't set up quite so hard as a tournament game. And I took a look into it. The only thing I could really see was the extra balls, the ball save. I looked at the Pinburg. I think it was a final of last year before, and Walking Dead was there, and ball save was on, and cool. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. It's always, especially a new setup. It takes a while to hone it, but hopefully it looks good. The biggest issue is getting the DMD. The LED just kind of pulses a little bit with the camera pointed at it, and also the quality of the picture is nowhere near how nice it looks. I've got a colour DMD LED in my Walking Dead, and it just doesn't come across as good as it is on when you're actually in the room. Anyway, so doing a bit of Walking Dead. This is my favourite game by a mile. I think it's hard, it's unforgiving, sometimes it's irritatingly annoying with a couple of mechanical issues, particularly with this well walker and this bloody crossbow, which sometimes gets stuck. Actually, the other day it worked fine, then yesterday I was playing and it did not work fine. Just get set up for playing. So so I'm going to play some games of this, talk a bit about the rules, and hopefully more folks will join. It is a Friday night, and I know that Dead Flip's kind of streaming from Comic Con, so I suspect he'll get most people at his on his channel tonight. Anyway, here we go. You got any questions about the game? Pop them on chat. And let's see how we get on. I'll have a quick scan, see if anyone else has joined us. Don't think they have though. But the kind of slightly annoying thing about Twitch is it's really hard. If you're a broadcaster, it's really hard to see who's joined unless they say something. And I often feel quite bad if if people join and I don't say hello to them. It's quite hard to know that they've joined us. The tools that they give you or the tools that are available rather are not that great. Anyway, let's get into this. So you got a skill shot at the top, you see the two flashing lights right at the back. These two big red lights right at the back. You basically you're not far wrong on there, but actually there's a couple of ways to play this game. There's kind of a way if you're really skilled, and there's a way if you're slightly less skilled. But in my mind, and I think this is what Bowen tries to do, is this game is so hard. You always want to have multi-ball running. So there's kind of there's 4 multi-balls on this, but one of them I think is impossible to get to, which is I think it's tunnel multi-ball. But the 3 multi-balls are prison, well walker, and bloodbath. And you kind of go for, what I try to do is go for prison, get that lit, use that to light bloodbath, then use that to light well walker, and use that to light prison, and kind of keep going with that, and always have more than one ball on the playfield. It kind of works to some extent. In other ways, it doesn't work because it's hard, and also it's probably not the highest way of scoring points. The way of scoring points is definitely the mode, which are the 3 drop targets over here, and we will see how we get on. Hey Tim, how you doing? Sorry, I did think about getting my Star Trek Data East out at the garage, but then it started raining, and I thought bollocks to that. But I'll get it. I will definitely get. I'll definitely get Star Trek Data East out when I get back from Pinball, and I've been testing this new camera setup. I've got some Sony HD cams now, around the USB ones with a couple of Avermedia USB 3 encoders, which seem to work really well with XSplit, which is cool. Yeah, it's pissing down here, mate, as well. Pretty horrific weather. Anyway, I'm going to get into this game. So, got skill shot. You light the 2 things, and then you hit the lane that's lit, and you shoot the guy's head off. So I'm going to go for prison first of all. And actually, I found I had a problem with getting prison. You might see on. Let me just catch this ball. Right. So that, I didn't mean to start that, but I'm glad that I did. I think I've had this problem with Well Walker where the spring is really quite fragile, and I think that might have started itself. Anyway, I need to take another look at that. So this is completely balls my strategy up, because my strategy is usually to start prison first. Anyway. Yeah, I like the stream we did on Wednesday with Indiana Jones. That was a good stream, it was a good laugh, I enjoyed that. Right, here we go. So yeah, I think my Well Walker, I changed the spring on it, which seemed to help. I think it's gone again. I'm going to have to adjust the switch. Well Walker is one of those things where it's switched on, and when it moves, it switches off. It's a great toy, but it's quite cheaply put together. They should have used an Opto for it, in my view. Anyway, let's kick on. So I got the skill shot. I'm going to try and go for prison. I did light. I do need just one shot to start the prison mode. That's the start now. Now here, you want to hit both flipper buttons, and that kind of activates the magnet. And I've lit the crossbow, which will probably flake out. It has been... Ah, bollocks. I missed the target. Normally it flakes out, or it has been recently. Anyway, that's a shame, because I got the extra ball, which is now just 2.5 million points, because I got this in tournament mode, so it's not picking up. Woodbury, you've got to kind of hit the target that you light up. So you set 1 million, and I'm going to go for the target that's flashing right in the top corner. You'll see that it moves. I can move it left and right back down to here. And the goal is just to touch that target or roll over it. So I always find that one's the easiest one. And just a little bit of pull, and then bang, 1 million points. Pretty rubbish in the big scheme of things, but you know, 1 million points could be the difference between second or third place, or Or last in my case. Let me know how the sound is, because I've moved the microphone a little bit closer to the machine, because I think the mic was struggling to pick up the machine's sound. So here on prison mode, you either hit the big head at the back or you hit the shots. I should point out that I'm rubbish at pinball. I do this for fun. I'm not that great. I've only really got back into pinball after about 10 years of not playing. Not that I was that good before. So that was an X shot, bollocks. So I don't know if you saw that, I rolled over X, which gives you double points, and I whacked the Bicycle Girl. Bicycle Girl on the Pro, actually on the Premium's a risky shot, because on the Premium the flap comes up and it's like a bash toy, so you whack it, it comes back down. On the Pro, you just roll over the what's the word? The ramp, and it's an easier shot, but it can be worthwhile points. The other thing that Bicycle Girl's got that's really valuable, if you keep going, it will light up a multi-kill, and you need the multi-kills. There's 6 that you need to light horde mode, horde mode, which is one of the wizard modes. I've got to that once, and it's an amazing thing to get to that mode. The machine goes insane. Oh, that was cool. And see if I can get a combo. So I got 2x on that combo. Alright, one more hit of prison, and hopefully that'll prison multi-ball starts. So my mission now is to hit the drop targets and try and get Bloodbath warmed up. If I can, I'll also try and light Riot, which is a particularly good mode to have going. I'm not doing very well on these drop targets. I'm also trying to hit. Whoa, that was simultaneous. Wait, I got a replay just in the last minute. If only that was a free ball. What was the score there? 400 million. I'm happy if I get to 400 million. That's cool. I'd much rather get to 100 million. That's kind of when I'm happy. My best score, 448. That's where I got to horde mode, and that was freaking insane. Usually other scores I get to Bloodbath, and Riot really turns off. The thing I like about this, I kind of wish the Bally Williams games had this, but you get different scores for the modes. So Riot 113 million. I got a phenomenal CEC last week, 94 million, and a great, so 56 million on Bloodbath. The modes are big scoring ones. And then on X, that's 2x multiplier that scored 64 million. I was very happy when I hit that. That's one shot, 64 million, which is more than the whole game I just had. Come back for some more, Nick. So let's try that strategy again, hopefully not light the Well Walker. It wasn't bad to light the Well Walker, but it just kind of put me off my rhythm. You can see that using the ball save to either start the targets or start prison is, try and get as many hits as you can. So we've got prison going. Now if you watch Bowen's tutorial, he's very much go for the drop targets, but Bowen's a great player. I'm rubbish, so I kind of see that I don't know if you saw that, but the crossbow fired early. Crossbow is the flakiest bit of rubbish I think Stern ever made. Right, one more hit for Prism Multi-Ball, I think. There we go. I really want to hit these drop targets now. Try and pick up the jackpot. Again, if I can start Riot, the mode Riot. That didn't work out how I wanted it to. That was rubbish! I was trying to flip a ball away and it just did not work. See, Bowen or one of the champion guys could have flipped that easy. I just kind of fumbled about it basically. That's a shame about Alien because it's such a good game. I played it in Expo last October, just before it was finished, and even back then it was great. I kind of feel sorry for that whole thing, but you know, losing £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 on a game, not many people can afford to do that or really want to do that either. So I've now got a mode started. You see the modes flashing. I'm going to try and go for CDC because it's largely my favourite mode, I think. But I've blown that and started Barn. But it's not a big loss. Except I now lost the freaking ball. Ah! That's a bit of a shame. If I'd got that going, that would have been a decent ball. Well, actually, maybe not. I didn't score enough on Prism. So I'm going to go straight for the drop targets now. Try and recover the score. Meanwhile, taking the odd opportune shot at the Prism targets. Bicycle Gal. You can backhand it. I think it's backhanding it's a bit of a safer play actually. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Should have nudged it that way a bit. I did have a ball that was down there and I managed to jiggle and save it. It does work if you, but I tend to forget which way to jiggle the table. But let's see if we can get the modes going again. So I'm struggling to hit the targets. If you lose your ability to aim shots in this game, well, probably in any pinball game, you're in trouble. Okay, I got two of them hit. Okay, got that. And I've got a walker bomb. So on the premium, I've got a button here that's lit up green. The Pro doesn't have this. I whack it and it's effectively like hitting the walker. Because I've already lit the targets, whoa. So I started tunnel mode there. I got the modes going and I started tunnel mode. Tunnel mode's all about hitting the paths that are flashing. They're worth about 5 million each, and I've got multi-kill going, and also I've got 2x. I missed it. Damn. I quite like the tunnel modes, and actually I think if you get all the tunnel shots, someone told me it starts with Multi-Ball, but I've never done that. I've never seen it either. Hey Ski, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Who else is on? There's a couple other people on, I think. Who have we got else on? Let's have a look. The thing I really hate about Twitch is it's so hard to know who's on and watching. Very, very, very hard. And the things that tell you who's watching aren't that reliable in my experience. Anyway, let's crack on. So I started off well and then I just botched it basically. That's why this game that's why you want multi-ball. It's just so easy to lose the ball on this game. The outlanes are just huge. They're like massive hoovers. I'm just looking at Ghostbusters and and Monster Bash are next to this, and they're just they're just nowhere near the same size, and it just makes the game so freaking hard.
Oh, I knew you couldn't tell.
Especially in getting the drop targets where you're really kind of risking losing the ball. This is a game where you need to keep control of the ball and stay awake. I should have had that. Let's see if I can get the I'm gonna. Ah! Luckily, I got ball save. If I play like this in Pinball, I'll be out the first day, which I probably will be. Although, luckily, you get the reason I'm going is you get a couple of days of proper play before they do the finals. So, so even someone as rubbish as me isn't going to. I'm still going to get a good amount of playing. And then there's two tournaments. There's the Pinball tournament, and then there's the Replay Effects tournament. I got the modes lit. Managed to save that. I'm going to try and get CDC going. Totally biffed that. Yes, these are new cameras. I'm using Sony HD cams that are definitely better. More so, Tim, there's two reasons they're better. One, they do a lot better in low light, although I've got an LED light that's, for some reason, it's not working. It's a cheap one off Amazon. It won't power up, so it's a bit dark in here, but I turned on my other machines to line it up. But it's the 1080p 60 frame cameras, which hopefully you can notice. I've got one on the DMD and I've got one on the playfield. I'm still using a 910 or 920 Logitech for the mugshot, if you will. But the great thing about this is, I don't know if you found this, but the USB, changing cameras and USB mode, just flaky as hell. And I'm running XSplit on Windows, which is probably part of the reason. But hopefully the cameras are a bit sharper. I'm still tuning it, especially focus, and then when this light's on, it does look it looks really good. I'm kind of irritated the light doesn't work, but you know, you pay for what you get sometimes. I'm gonna get some sort of diffuser for the light, because whilst it's good, it's quite harsh. On a game like Walking Dead, though, you kind of need something to put a bit of illumination on the playfield, because it's quite a dark game, especially the premium with the red lighting. This is not my day today. Let me check that. I'm not dropping any frames, mate. I'm streaming at 2 meg, but actually when I was watching your stream the other day, Tim, I was losing frames. Are you losing the whole picture? Are you losing the whole picture, or are you losing just the just one of the cameras? Right now I'm not dropping any frames, it's according to this, or if you believe it. Bitrate's just over 2 meg, frames encoded 104, drop 0, so it's not saying I'm dropping anything. I've got it running on my iPad here, and I haven't seen it get stuck, although it's hard to watch it constantly. Keep an eye on it, and when I was watching your stream though, it got stuck for me a couple of times, and I did have to hit reload basically. Yeah, it's I think I kind of get the feeling that Twitch are struggling to keep up with the number of streamers and streams that they've got. I mean, I work with some of the network guys at Twitch. The great guys, Christian that runs the team, really good guy, and I think I kind of, and so I run the network at BT. We've got 400 gig into Twitch now, and we're probably going to add another 400 in the next couple of months, because the traffic is growing mentally. And I think when it rains, everyone's indoors, so they're probably watching more Twitch. Well, I really want to get... This game is not being nice tonight at all. Some nights where I want to go out and really smash the thing into a million pieces, and then there's other nights where I'm like, yay! It's just so infuriating sometimes. It's because I'm playing rubbish though. Whoa. Luckily I'm saved by the ball save. Say if games didn't have ball save, I'd be in big mother freaking trouble. Right, both flippers on. Prison. To get the prison shots, you can either hit the actual shots on the lanes, or you can hit the big head at the back. I find hitting the head at the back off the left flip, the left flipper, to think about that, is a bit safer than... Whoa, that was exciting. What the hell was that? I hate when the ball hits the glass. Probably woke you guys up on the thing, on the stream. That's the danger of going for prison. If you haven't got a good shot, you know, a kind of a diagonal shot, if you hit it too straight, it goes straight up and straight down, and no matter how hard you wiggle the table, you ain't saving that ball. So the red arrow flashed there for a bit. That was for a combo. Combos can be quite valuable, although I've never really explored them. Predominantly because I'm rubbish, but I've seen big scores on the high score on the combo champion, like in 10, 20 million on a couple of shots. If you get the right combo. I think on the Papa website, the strategy guide, it's got a bit of a guide to the combos. Okay, I'm trying to hit the red thing and I'm not doing so well at it.
Only way through is back.
Getting a lot of... Whoa, here we go. So I've got the mods lit. Whoa. Not quite sure how I survived that. I love the music in this game. I tried to steal it out of Pinball, with that Pinball browser, but it's hard to. You used to be able to take the sound out really easily, but they've made it harder. So I managed to save that. That was a bit of a death save. And I've started the arena mode, but I've got I missed it again. What a plank! That was shocking. Yeah, I was using. I'm using two. Yeah, Ski. I noticed the same thing on. No, I'm not dropping any frames, mate. I've got 124,000 encoded, 0 drops. But I did notice on your frame, your stream the other night, Tim, I was getting kicked off quite a few times. Where it would just freeze and I'd have to click reload. No, I'm using AverMedia, they're USB 3. I'm using Windows 10. One of the guys on the Tilt forum who runs the Papa videoing, he swears by these AverMedia things. And I bought a couple of them. I actually got one off Amazon that I bought full price, and then there was another used one on Amazon that cost 80 quid, so I ordered the two of them. And then basically it's HDMI out of the camera into this, and then that does the encoding. And actually you can do a lot of things with the encoder, so it takes an element of the encoding off the processor. So especially on XSplit, you know, when I'd be streaming before, my processor would be sitting wedged at 100%. Now it's kind of 30%, so it's made the stream a bit more reliable. The Elgato ones, I've got one of them. The problem with them is though, they add a delay to the stream, and XSplit can cope with it. It will just delay every other source. But I just found it a bit ropey. It's what Jack Danger uses though. I think the 60, the something Elgato 60 something. The software is really good on it. They've got their own software for PC game streaming, which is very good, which is what I use it for. It's plugged into my PC in my house, but I just for streaming it just wasn't great. There's another device that the Papa guys use, a Black Magic, that I was tempted to buy because it's Thunderbolt, and I use a Mac for streaming. I've got a Mac Pro, MacBook Pro that I use for streaming, and but I really like the XSplit software. It is a bit buggy, but I do like how it works. So I run a boot camp Windows 10 setup and run XSplit in it, which is not ideal because the Windows is not optimized for running. I mean, if the Mac's an Intel box, it's for Windows it's a bizarre Intel box, and you don't get the same level of processing power that you would get either native Mac or if you were using a Windows laptop. So the thing I'm using is I've got two of these with two USB. So I've got a Mac. I've got a MacBook Pro, the new one, which is rubbish. I don't recommend buying the new MacBook Pro. It's freaking rubbish. The touchpad is horrific. The stupid bloody light bar is just useless. But I've got a Thunderbolt hub that goes out of one of the Thunderbolt ports. It's got 8 USB ports on it, and actually you can drive them pretty hard. I mean, at one stage I had like 7 cameras running off of it, and it was a bit iffy. It was doing the bandwidth on the bus was fine, and then the two AverMedia things are USB 3, and then HDMI into them. And I'm using I think I used the same mic as you, Tim, the blue thing, and into one of those USB ports. I've actually got a lot of my USB cameras still plugged in, because in my room I've got a bar where all the cameras for the playfield are attached, and they're all wired up. I've just turned them all off at the moment. It just means that when I'm streaming on different machines, all I have to move is the DMD cam and the face cam. The playfield cam stay where they are.
Well, let's see what you got.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm not sure I would ever buy an HP laptop. I'm not a fan of HP laptops. They feel very plasticky to me. I think if I was buying a laptop for this, it'd probably be a Lenovo.
The only way through is that door.
Some of the yoga laptops that Lenovo do are pretty decent. And the customer service from Lenovo is pretty good. And also, working for BT, we're a big Lenovo customer, so I have If anything went wrong, I might have a bit of sway. Not that I would abuse that, of course. Much. Now, the Lenovo stuff's pretty decent. I think, at least. I got my wife one of the yoga thin book things that acts as like a laptop, tablet, etc. It's pretty good. Well, let's see if we can get some points on the board for this game. Try and get the see that there, right, on the Pro, that shot would have fired right up. On the Premium, there's a spinner there. The ball gets tangled on it. It takes a load of momentum out of the ball. If the spinner is not perfectly flat, you know, it takes so much momentum out of the ball. It just makes it a much harder shot. There's no doubt that the Premium is harder, and also you definitely. A few folks have said you lose a bit of flow on the Premium, and I think that's fair. But from me, I kind of like it because a break from the fast pacedness is helpful. Right, here we go. Right, I've got two more. I think 2 more shots for prison. Yeah. Okay, this could be good timing if I don't screw this up. Oh, come on. Right. So what I want to do now, I've got the modes running. I want to hit prison to start multi-ball. Then I want to hit riot. Riot's a great thing to have running on multi-ball because it doubles the value of all the switches. So on a multi-ball, it's good bananas basically. So I got riot going. I also got 2 playfield going right now. All I have to do is get the freaking multi-ball running. Right, here we go. Kick ass. This is what you want. So I'm letting these balls drain deliberately, so that I've got a bit of space to try and hit the targets. I want to also try and hit the riot shot, which I did there, but it didn't go all the way, which is a bit irritating. There's a lot of points on this table if I can get. I don't believe it. Right, I want to. Oh, that's interesting. The ball has got stuck in the prison door. So that, I should have scored tons of points. The ball is stuck in the prison door, if you can see that. I'll wait for ball saving and it'll release it. Here we go. That was exciting. So I got 2 times playfield running again. But to be honest with you, I totally biffed that. I had everything I should have done to have a great score. I had Riot, 2x playfield, and Prison Multi-Ball. I should have got 100 million for that, and I just didn't execute on it. You gotta let the balls drain, try and use a bit of time to hit some more of the targets to get you to Bloodbath, and then hit that Riot shot 3 or 4 times, you're in 150 million. So I kind of cocked that up, I'm afraid. Okay. Yeah, the workstations might be better. I think if I was doing a workstation, I'd be inclined to maybe build it myself, and build the components. But yeah, I mean, I think getting a workstation has the thing I like about a workstation is you could put PCI 64-bit PCI cards in it and get multiple HDMI ports, which would make streaming so much easier. And they got hardware encoding on them, and it would really put a great streaming. I have actually thought about doing that, but I haven't got really space for a PC monitor here. So in this room, but I am planning on expanding my room soon. Maybe I'll fit that into it. But that would be the best option. And then just use the laptop for when you're for when you're on the move. You don't really want Riot on a single ball, but as we've got it,
I bought you some more time. Use it.
see if we can hit the Riot shot a couple of times, score some points. Also got 2x playfield running, which I'm kind of really wasting by not hitting that Riot shot. Ah, dreadful. Now there are multi-input HDMI cards, Tim, but they're not cheap. I admit. There are multi-input. I've seen two 2-port cards and one 4-port card, but they are. I mean, the 4-port card's crazy money. You'd never buy it, but they do exist. I'll ping you a link on them. There's a 2-port card that looks pretty reasonable price. Assuming it is, I mean, I might have got it wrong. It might not be 2 ports, but it looked like it was 2 ports. But these are not norm. You know, they're not really. You know, they're not Elgato streaming type cards. They're kind of semi-professional workstation cards. That's the thing. I wish Apple would do an upgradable Apple Mac Pro. If they did that, I would buy one. I've got prison gun, that's cool. Now with prison, you gotta hit the head, which is flashing red, which I seem to not be able to hit. I fucking hit that head. Ah! I didn't hit the head once. See, I hit it. Now I've lost the bleeding multi-ball. That was shocking. You hit the head, it lights the shots, and then you hit the shot and you get a jackpot. That was dreadful. Let me. I saw it on. I think it was on Newegg, US website that I saw. There was double port and quadruple port cards. I'll try and find them and ping you a link to them. You're right, one of them, there's definitely a load of cards that are passed through, as you say. In fact, the 2 USB 3 ones I've got are passed through. Let me see if I can find them. I'm sure there was a 2-port card, because it was quite, it really made me think about doing the PC setup. And with a 64-bit PCI card, you've easily got the bandwidth to do it. I mean, in theory, you'd be able to do probably, I don't know, 6 streams. I'm going to try and start Well Walker multi-ball now. So I got Bloodbath left. I got one more set of targets. Actually, I'm going to aim for that. One more set of drops, and then Bloodbath will start. Here we go, Bloodbath. Excellent. I've also got a Well Walker bomb, which I've just used because I want to get Well Walker multi-ball going, which I've just done. And have both of them running at the same time. I've also got a mode running. I've got Arena running, which is probably the hardest freaking mode in the game. And if I hit the drop targets, I got 2x playfield going. It's getting a bit busy. I kind of biffed that. I still got Arena running. That wasn't great. Yeah, rubbish scores. Just didn't. I got everything going. I just didn't close it down, man. Bit rubbish. Who else have we got watching? Got a couple of folks on, I think. maybe it's just me twice. Right, so that was perfect in terms of execution. I just didn't finish it off. So I got Prison going with Riot and 2x playfield, and that should have been a 150 million score. I just didn't hit Riot, I didn't hit the jackpot. And then I got Bloodbath going with 2x, then Well Walker stacked, and then I got Arena. Arena's probably not the mode I would go for. It's quite a tough mode. You got to hit this shot, which is I find a really hard shot. Tunnel's a good shot because it lights up all of these. Okay, let's keep playing. What time is it before I get shot by the wife? 22:53. Right, this is probably the last game, I think, as I'm probably in deep trouble. Actually, I didn't start till 10, so it's not that bad. I was thinking I haven't been streaming that long. Normally I start at kind of 9, half 9. We got mode going. We've got CDC going. Started prison mode as well, which I can kind of work away at that. What I'm trying to do though is light 2x playfield. Let's forget that and hit the CDC. Whoa, that was exciting. Never seen that happen before. That was really bad. Absolutely shockingly poor. I'm going to blame overwork and tiredness and why I'm playing so rubbish. So in this game you can stack Bloodbath multi-ball with either Prison or Well Walker, but you can't stack Well Walker and Prison together. Saved that. Oh, and again, now I'm in trouble. 2 warnings, and then I'm out. Get up there. This machine's got a shaker motor in it, so you probably hear the vibration a little bit. Yeah, she's not being on. Hey, I was Rick. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Long time. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. And who else we got? We got Wadley. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. We'll play a bit of Walking Dead tonight. And you guys going to Pinball? Let me know because I'm going. I can't wait. Yay! It's going to be 3 days, 4 days of pinball. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm going to be rubbish, but I'm just going to chill out, enjoy a few beers, a few pinballs, some very unhealthy food, pick up a load of LEDs, and a big bag for Tim, and a whole bunch of LED OCD boards, which is kind of weird that people buy them, but they do. I'm actually buying one for my Spider-Man because you kind of need it for Spider-Man. But oh, wow! What the hell happened there? I need to check that in the replay, but it came flying off that ramp. That was nuts. Yeah, I can't wait for it, man. I'm gonna put, but don't worry, I'm gonna try and do a few streams from Pinburg if I can. I'm gonna try and do definitely do a few streams. I've got my camera gear to take a lot of pictures, so hopefully share a little bit of the experience. I tell you, I mean, going from the UK, it's not a cheap thing to do. It's like you're looking at Pittsburgh. There's no direct flights, so the flight, unless you go like Ryanair or something, the flight's about $1,000. I use I got a lot of air miles, so I used a few basically. Right, here we go. Managed to save that. So I missed it and then hit it again. So multi-kill is super valuable in scoring points. In effect, all the kind of the end scores that you get from for the mode, they get added up, and every time you hit a multi-kill shot, you get 1/20th of it. So if you have a mode that goes 145 million, the multi-kill shot gets very valuable. But also multi-kill is very important to get the horde scores. So I'm trying to hit this multi-kill shot and failing it. Arena is one of the hardest shots for me. I struggle with it. So I got 2 multi-kills going now. I got the original one I had from CDC, and now I've got, I nearly had it. God damn it. And now I've got the one from, oh, so close, so close, so close. This fucking arena shot. I totally struggle with it. Right, here we go. Double bit value. Let's do that for a different sort of screwed up. Still trying to hit this freaking multi-kill. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Nope, I cannot, the multi-kill's there on arena. That yellow thing flashing is multi-kill. I can hit any other shot in this freaking game except arena. Didn't translate that. 34 million first ball. Not bad for me. I don't know if you noticed this. I think some of the newer Data East machines might have this, Tim, but you can. And I know some of the Bally Williams games have got it as well, but you can look at your average scores. I really wanted. It'd be really cool if you could download them and then kind of graph them over time to see if you're getting, you know, what's the trend. The pinball guys don't really like you fiddling with the internals of their machines like that, though. I really wish every new machine was, you could link up to the network and kind of share your high scores. So I got Well Walker multi-ball going. Okay, got the modes going again. I want to try and get barn mode going if I can. Here we go. Barrel mode going. Oh no. Ah! Sometimes when the ball comes out of those pops, if it's on a certain, if it's on a trajectory, you can't do anything about it. That was mighty annoying. Yeah, no, I tried to track them as well. It's just, you know, and I definitely see my average scores increasing over time. I take pictures like if I'm playing. I've tried to take pictures, but you know, if you've got a machine at home, you look at the average scores on the kind of technician settings in the machine, and you kind of know it's only you that's really played, which is quite valuable. I just wish you could just. It wouldn't be that hard to do like a USB download of all the scores in the machine. Okay, I'm using the regulator thing from the Men in Black to make you forget that last ball happened. Right. One thing I'm really looking forward to about Pinball is being able to meet Bowen. So I think he's a great guy. I love his tutorials, and he's one of the organisers at Pinball. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Get a few extra folks tuned in. Let's say hello. Osric, Pinball Live, Ski, Hip Smart, Smearus. I think Ski's gone for the night. Sorry I missed you, mate. Have a nice one. Have a couple more games and then I'm going to call it a night. See if I can get some of these multi-kills going. I really like when you get multi-kill going. CDC. So I got the two multi-kill shots. One was on CDC, the other one was on the bicycle girl. Then I ran out of balls. Take it easy, man. See you later, Tim. Thanks for coming. Hope you have a great weekend, mate. And I'll see you in probably talk to you after Pinball. Now that everyone's going, I'll probably have a great game. Didn't really want to start Riot, but hey. So got 2x playfield going. Try and get this riot score. Should be a decent points, 5 million, I'll take that. Let's see if I can hit the drops and try and extend the timer for Riot. Oh, balls bad. So those of you still watching, thanks for tuning in. Hipsmar, Osric and What's His Toes, nice to see you guys here. Play a couple of more games and then I'll crash out. Probably fall asleep on the pinball machine. Definitely need to practice that arena shot. I cannot hit it for all the tea in China. I mean, I do hit it, but not through any direction, because the arena shot lights the crossbow. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, that's good news. Started bloodbath mode, got a multi-kill going, started the arena mode again. God knows why I've done that, but I have. Sorry, I'm not explaining it because I'm trying to concentrate on the game. Oh. Dreadful. So I'm trying to do two things, hit arena or hit the multi-kill, and I missed both of them. Okay, one more game, and then I'm calling it a night. I'm going to focus on the drop targets. Probably means I'm going to lose the ball. We got prison started. The prison mode. that was close. Oh. That was rubbish, that's what that was. Okay, yes, that's why. Right. See, look at that, a backhanded arena. What is that all about? Yay! And I hit the shot off the crossbow. The crossbow is pretty poor though, I have to say. Extra ball, I've got set just to score points, trying to play tournament mode.
We need to decide what we need.
$1 million points! Lost it there. Hopefully the video stream's okay, guys. If it's not, just let me know. Tested new camera setup. Ah. Right, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably do another stream, a couple of streams over the weekend. Probably on Walking Dead because it's set up. But have a great night, have a great weekend. Watch out for me streaming from Pinball and pictures on Pinside and Pinball Info. And if you're looking to buy a pinball machine, go talk to Phil at Pinball Heaven. He's a great guy and I highly recommend him. Thanks very much, guys. Bye bye.